Hello, welcome to your yoga flow practice focused on the solar plexus chakra or Manipura chakra. Today you're going to need a prop. So if you don't have a yoga block, you could go and grab yourself a bottle, preferably a plastic bottle or a metal bottle so it doesn't break too easily. Something a similar height to a block. We'll be using it lightly later on to place the hand on to help us balance. So grabbing yourself whatever you need if you don't have a yoga block, or you can do it without, but it might be a little bit more tricky. And we'll start our practice today on our knees facing the top of the mat, whichever way that is for you. So our solar plexus chakra is linked with building a deeper sense of personal power. It's linked with empowerment, confidence, will, self-esteem. It's linked with transformation and taking action, building that internal fire. And it's located above the belly button, below the heart, at the solar plexus area, just around there. So once you've found yourself in your seat, spine is nice and long, and just allow the shoulders to soften down the back, and just take a moment to pause. Maybe take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale it out of the mouth. 2 more times, deep inhale, feeling that area, oxygen, exhale to release. One more time as you inhale, can you allow the belly to expand? And exhale, let it all go. Good. Clasping the fingers together, press the palms of the hands away and lengthen the arms all the way up towards the sky. Shoulder blades softening down the back. Can you connect in with that central point with the solar plexus and begin to twist around that point, twisting over to the side. So hips are stable. You're really getting that twist in the middle of the body. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Come all the way back to center and spiraling around the spine to the other side. It'll be a small movement, quite a small twist. Unravel all the way back to center. Release the hands and come up onto the knees. If you need extra padding under the knees, you could flip over the length of the mat. Now zip the front of the body in. Sitting bones are dropping down. There's almost a zipping up sensation from the pubic bone to the belly button. You draw the right arm behind you, twisting that upper body, and then lean back. Can you keep a long line from the knees up to the shoulders? Maybe you gaze over that back arm. Come all the way back to center, reach the arms above the head, twist to the other side and lean back, gazing across the left arm. So front of the body's engaged. Begin to move with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale to twist and lean. Inhale back to center. Exhale to twist. One more time each side. So you'll feel the quads beginning to engage as well as the core. Good, coming all the way back to center and releasing onto all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spine is nice and long. Lengthen the right leg long behind you, get the ball of the foot on the ground to start. Back of the heart is lightly pressing up towards the sky. And you begin to press that back leg away. We're looking for length here rather than height. So see if you can keep the spine nice and long instead of arching in the back. Press into that right hand, left arm reaches long, so you've got opposite arm to leg lifting. Take an inhale. From the core, as you exhale, tiger curl the knee in towards the chest, elbow in towards the belly. Inhale to lengthen long, press the heel away. 2 more. Exhale, scoop the belly in, rounding into a little ball. Inhale to lengthen. 1 more time. Exhale to curl. Core is drawing in. And inhale to lengthen. Bring the hand back down onto the ground and the ball of the foot. Swivel on that left knee. So you bring the lower half of the leg out behind you. Modified side plank, reaching through the right side. Now that back foot is flat, toes are maybe pointing forwards. Lengthening through that right side. then transfer the weight. Maybe you need to adjust the hand to reach the arm up to the sky and lengthen that back leg off of the ground. Flex the back foot. If you were to look down your body, you can see your foot, so the leg's not swinging back behind you. Maybe there's space to bend the leg, reach for the top of the foot and press the foot into the hand, opening through the front of the body. Again, can you keep that little zipping up from the pelvic floor to the belly button? Release the arm and leg, hand comes down, swivel back to center, lift that right leg off again and step the foot in between the hands. Easy twist. Maybe you're up onto the left fingertips as you reach through that right arm, spiraling the chest open. Good. Belly button and heart spiraling towards the inner thigh. Then Anjaneyasana, reaching through both arms to center. Press into the heel of the front foot. Maybe you grow a little taller, gaze could come up. Circle the arms, frame the front foot, tuck the back toe under to lift the knees smoothly, stepping back to your plank position and just pausing here, nice and strong in the body. Knees can come down if you need more support, slowly lowering all the way down, elbows in towards the sides of the body. Untuck the toes, come up onto the fingertips, so bring the hands a little further forwards and out to the side. As you press into the fingertips, rolling the chest off the floor. Tops of the feet are pressing down into the ground. Solar plexus drawing forwards. Releasing all the way back down, forehead to mat. Take 2 more with your breath. Inhale, crown of the head draws away. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Exhale to release. 1 more time. Good, and when you're done, pressing back up onto all fours. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Stay facing the way that you are. This time, left leg reaches long behind you. Get the ball of the foot on the ground to start. Press into the hands as you lengthen that back leg. Heel is pressing away, so big toe flexing down towards the ground. Right arm reaches, take an inhale. Exhale, tiger curl the knee in towards the chest, scoop the belly in. Inhale to lengthen long, press the heel away. You've got 2 more, move with your breath. Bring the hand and the ball of the foot back down onto the ground as you swivel on that right knee, drawing the lower half of the leg out behind you. Modified side plank. Keep pressing the ground away from you, so you're drawing up and away from the floor. Long through the left side. And then transfer the weight, pick up the back foot. Flex the foot, can you get the inner arch of the foot parallel with the ground? Balancing here on one knee and one hand. Maybe there's space to bend the back leg, reach for the top of the foot, press the foot into the hand to open through the front of the body. Good, release the arm and the leg. Hand can come back down as you readjust that knee back to center. Lengthen the left leg away and step the foot in between the hands. Easy twist. Maybe you're up onto the right fingertips as the left arm reaches. You feel that spiral in the middle of the body, beginning to activate the energy at the solar plexus. So we tune into that area. Anjaneyasana, reaching through the arms to come all the way up. Press into the heel of the front foot, grow a little taller. Can you create a little bit more space between the top of the hip bones and the bottom of the rib cage, so sides of the waist are long. Circle the arms, frame the front foot, step back as easily as you can to your plank position, top of your chaturanga. Knees down if you need to, slowly lowering all the way down onto your belly. Untuck the toes, come up onto the fingertips, hands a little further forwards and wider as you inhale to open the chest. Press the tops of the feet down. Exhale to release forehead to mat. 2 more with your breath. There's a Beautiful wave, beautiful ripple of the spine. Good. When you're ready, pressing back to your downward facing dog. So maybe the knees stay down first and tuck the toes and lift the hips. Pressing into the hands here, roll the shoulders away from the ears. You could pedal through the heels in your first downward facing dog. When you're ready to, finding stillness, maybe a little bend in the knees to tilt the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Good, and begin to walk the feet to the hands step by step, nice and slowly. When you reach the top, inhale to lengthen the spine, flat back. Could be a little bend in the knees, hands could be resting on the shins or the quads. And exhale to fold. Inhale to come all the way up, reach the arms, palms together above the head. Drawing your hands down your center line. Good, inhale to reach the arms, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to fold forwards, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Left foot steps back, easy twist. You're up onto the left fingertips, right arm reaches, spiral the chest open. So you have that right leg forwards. Again, belly button and heart spiraling towards the inner thigh. Can you get really light on that bottom hand? It's as if somebody's pulling from the right fingertips to bring you all the way up to a twisting crescent lunge. Back knee could be soft. Front knee tracking over the toes. Good. Inhale to reach the arms above the head. Chest comes back to center. Keep the hips where they are. So we're just spiraling from the middle to the upper spine as you twist to the other side. So no movement in the hips. Keep that left hip drawing forwards. Inhale back to center, reach the arms. Exhale to twist to the other side. With your breath, inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. Inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. Reverse warrior two. Turn the back foot out as you bowl that right arm under as if you were bowling a ball and reach through that right side. You might need to adjust the placement of that front foot by heel toeing that front foot a little further forwards. Reverse warrior. Come all the way up to your warrior two. Trikonasana, lengthen the front leg. Feet could stay where they are, or maybe you heel toe that back foot a little further in to shorten your stance. Stay long through that right side to come down. Now hand could be resting on your block or your bottle here, or maybe lightly on the shin. Can you roll the upper body back, drawing the pelvis underneath you so it's not sticking up behind you. Take 3 or so long, even breaths. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, gaze comes down. Bend the front knee, grab hold of your prop on the highest side, get it a little further forwards and out to the side. As maybe there's space, you transfer the weight and pick up the back foot. So you're stacking that left hip and shoulder on top of the right. Body is nice and open. Like we did to start on the knee, that back foot is flexed, inner arch parallel with the ground. If you're stable, maybe you switch your drishti, your gaze up towards that top hand. And then with absolute control, bring the gaze back down. Warrior two, bend the front knee, plant the back foot. Wind mother arms to frame the front foot. Step back to take your vinyasa through. Exhale to lower half or all the way down onto your belly. Inhale forwards cobra or maybe upward facing dog. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. 3 or so long, even breaths. Good. When you're ready, bending the knees, gazing forwards in between the hands. Step or lightly jump, feet your hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach the arms, palms together. Hands come down your center line. We're on to the other side. Inhale to reach the arms. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Right foot steps back, easy twist, up onto the right fingertip. Left arm reaches, spiraling the chest towards that left inner thigh. You have this nice twisting of the spine, twisting through the center of the body. Get really light on that bottom hand, as if somebody's pulling from the left fingertips to bring you all the way up to a twisting crescent lunge. Stabilize through the lower half of the body. So muscles are engaged here, core a little drawing in. Inhale to reach the arms up towards the sky as you bring the chest back to center. Keep the pelvis where it is as you twist to the other side, so that right hip is drawing forward still. You're just spiraling from the solar plexus and up. You begin to move with your breath. Inhale to reach the arms. Exhale to twist. Inhale to reach. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Reverse warrior two. Turn the back foot out, bowling that left arm under. Adjust that front foot as you need to reach through the left side. Light touch of that back hand on the leg. Keep that front knee squeezing back open over the toes. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lengthen the front leg, heel toe that back foot a little further in. Stay long through that left side to come down. Can you lengthen through both sides of the body here? Can you broaden through the back of the body so shoulder blades are drawing away from each other? If you're hypermobile, there's maybe a little micro bend in that front knee to look after the knee joint. And then Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Gaze comes down. Bend the front knee. Grab hold of your prop. Maybe it comes a little further back behind you and out to the side as you transfer the weight to pick up the back foot. So the block or your prop is under the left shoulder. Can you flex the back foot, maybe switching your drishti? So if somebody's pulling from your ankle, light touch of that bottom hand. Gaze comes down as you slowly transition into your warrior two. Plant the back foot. Windmill the arms, frame the front foot, step back to take your vinyasa through or skip it out. Exhaling to lower. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale to press back. 3 or so long, even breaths. Good. Bend the knees, gaze forwards in between the hands. Step or lightly jump, feet your hands. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way out. Reach the arms, palms together. Hands come down your center line. Good work. Staying as you are, stepping that left foot back. So right foot is forwards. And hips are square off to the front of the mat. Can you grab hold of your prop and place it to the inside of the front foot? We're headed towards our twisting triangle. So you want both hip bones pointing forwards. Think about your feet as if they're on train tracks. One foot on one train track, one foot on another train track, rather than them being in the same line, so that you've got space for your hips. Once you're here, draw the tailbone down. Left arm reaches forwards, right arm reaches back. That back foot is turned out a little so you can press it flat. Then begin to pitch the body forwards. Hand can come onto your prop at the inside of the foot. Reaching that right arm up. If there's any shoulder issues, hand could be on the hip. And once you're stable here, maybe there's space to bring the gaze to the side or all the way towards that top hand. Can you keep drawing that right hip back? Think about hugging your thighs towards a center line. So inner thighs are engaging a little, almost like you're scissoring your legs towards each other. Keep the hips nice and square. Maybe you stay here, or if you're feeling confident, gaze could come down, twisting half moon. Maybe that right hand comes to the hip as you bend the front knee, transfer the weight and the block, get that block under the left shoulder as you pick up the back foot. So body is parallel with the ground here, a little bit different than last time we're coming into that twist. Can you continue the twist like in your twisting triangle as you spiral the chest open, maybe that right arm reaches. Gaze comes down, bend the front knee, plant the back foot, pick up your prop to come all the way up and switch to the other side. So maybe you step the other foot back, or maybe you just turn to the back of the mat. Place your prop to the inside of the left foot. Get those hips square off with whichever way you're facing. So feet on train tracks. Once you're here, spine is long, tailbone's drawing down. Adjust your stance as you need to. So that right arm reaches back, forwards. Left arm reaches back. So you're in a twist. Pitch the body forwards. Hand can come to the block at the inside of the foot. Hug everything in towards this center line. So the left hip stays drawing back and you're spiraling the chest open. And you can always adjust that prop to where's comfortable for you. Half moon, gaze comes down, maybe the hand comes to the hip. As you bend the front knee, transfer the block further forwards and out to that right side as you pick up the back foot. So you've got a stable base between the block and your foot. Maybe that left arm reaches up, maybe there's space to spiral the chest open. Good, gaze comes down, bend the front knee to plant the back foot. You can leave your prop where it is to come all the way up and step to the top of your mat wherever you are. Inhale to reach the arms. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And just step back to your downward facing dog. Coming up high onto the toes, onto the balls of the feet. As you lift the heels, ripple the weight all the way forwards to your plank position. Knees can come down if you need more support, and slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Now you have two options here. If you have any lower back injuries, maybe you come to your Sphinx pose, getting the elbows under the shoulders, wrists are in line with the elbows. Legs could be a little wider apart as you press the tops of the feet down, drawing the solar plexus forwards. Or maybe if there's space in your body, you come into your bow pose. Bend the knees, reach for the tops of the feet or the ankles if there's space. Draw the lower half of the belly in just a little. Begin to press the legs away from you. And then maybe there's space to lift the thighs a little off the ground. Make it nice and easy here. Gazes forwards. Can you keep the knees towards each other? They won't be touching but parallel so that they're not swinging out to the side. Release all the way back down. And press back to child's pose. Knees could be wide and arms could reach forwards. Or knees could be together and hands could reach back towards the heels. slowly rolling up the spine to a seat. Lift the hips over to one side and bring the legs out in front of you. Could be sat up onto your block or a cushion. Placing that right foot to the inside of the thigh. Right fingertips back behind you, propping you up tall. Inhale to reach the left arm. Exhale to twist in towards the leg. Can you gaze back behind you? Maybe you're gazing into the corners of the eyes. Keep that left foot flexed, heel pressing forwards, and breathe. Unravel back to center. Allow that right knee to drop open to the side. Right hand comes down behind you as you press the hips forwards, almost similar to our modified side plank that we did at the beginning of class. Tuck the chin in towards the chest to come all the way back down. And we'll switch to the other side. Left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Prop yourself up tall on those back fingertips as you inhale to reach the right arm. Exhale to twist in towards the leg. Gaze into the corners of the eyes and breathe. Uncoil back to center, left knee drops open to the side, bring the hand down behind you to press the hips forward, reaching through the right arm and toes. Good, tuck the chin in towards the chest, you come all the way back down. Both legs are long. Inhale to reach the arms and folding forwards. Knees can of course be bent if they need to. You can round through the spine. Good. When you're ready, coming all the way back up. Place the feet flat, hip distance apart, sitting up nice and tall onto your sit bones. Can you use the strength in your core to slowly roll down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae? Notice if the trunk of the spine drops in one piece. Stay with it. When you get a little lower, don't skip out the upper back. Take your time as you slowly roll all the way down. Step the heels in towards the glutes. Fingertips can reach the heels or thereabouts. We're coming into our bridge pose. Press into the feet to peel the pelvis off the ground, all the way up onto the shoulders. You could stay here with the arms, or maybe you clasp the hands together, hook the shoulders underneath you and press the arms down into the ground. Imagine you have a yoga block in between the thighs. You're gently squeezing that block. Keep the gaze up towards the ceiling. Releasing the hands to slowly roll all the way back down onto the back. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Let's take a moment to pause here. Maybe you have a gentle little rock from side to side. Allow the knees to drop all the way over to the left. Reaching the arms out, gazing up or back across that right arm. Spinal twist. Bring all the way back to center and over to the other side. Our final twist. Just bringing out the core, activating the energy at the solar plexus. and long. Maybe you take a clearing breath, a deep inhale through the nose. Long, slow and soft exhale out of the mouth. Allowing the weight of the body to soften onto the ground. Beginning to let go of any tension, any stress, as you melt into your Shavasana. Shavasana is a really important part of your practice. Feel free to pause the video and stay here for as long as you need. It was a pleasure to guide you through your practice today.